Now I'm going to show you how to make the strawberry mojito. Now, although the mojito is a very common drink, you can find it in a lot of bars, the problem is everybody makes it a different way. In the research phase of this project, I've actually tried 50 different variations of the mojito, and I've narrowed it down to this one best recipe. So first, what we're going to do is take 3 lime wedges, and make sure you save one for garnish later. I'm going to save that one because it looks the best. Take 3 lime wedges and put it into your tin. Next, you take 6 to 8 mint leaves. That's the recipe that most people like, but me personally, I like to add a little bit more mint. So I'm going to add around 10. And we have here a full jar of mint, but a lot of times you're just probably going to be getting it from a bag in a grocery store. And when you do that, you're not going to have as much. So make sure when you do that, save 2 or maybe even 3 great looking stems to use for garnish. So I'm going to leave that on the side over here. Next, you put 3/4 ounce of simple syrup. And finally, you muddle. Now, this is one of the drinks where you don't want to muddle it too hard. When you're dealing with cucumber, I like to muddle it pretty hard because I love the cucumber taste. But when you do it with mint, it gets really gross if you go too hard because the mint starts breaking up into a million pieces. So you don't want to do that. Do it lightly, but with strength. Now you're probably wondering, why am I muddling these limes instead of just squeezing it in a squeezer? That's because one, the outside of the lime, it has oils that make the mojito a lot better and more complex. And 2, when we pour it all out into a cup, it looks really, really nice.
So make sure you wash the limes before you start muddling it.
Now this is rum. You're going to put 2 ounces of rum, and make sure you use light rum and not dark rum, because dark rum usually has a distinct taste to it that changes the flavor of the mojito. Now you put some ice, and again, just like before, make sure you keep in mind how much ice you need for this glass, because we're going to be dumping everything in. You can really put any fruit puree in. I like to use strawberry because I find that most people like this recipe the best, but if you're a mango person, feel free to use that. Grape, pears, whatever. 3/4 ounce of fruit syrup, in this case strawberry, and then put it in here and shake. And then you're going to pour all of this into a glass. At the very end, we top it with some soda water. Garnish it with that lime you saved and also those mints you put away. So the great thing about this mint is when you smell it, it kind of smells like mint. But when you go like this and slap it, it smells even more amazing. And I'll do that to my date too. So let's pretend Jessie here is a beautiful girl. I'm going to say,
you really have to use your imagination there.
Smell this mint. So on a scale of 1 through 10, how minty does it smell?
4.
So now I'm going to slap it. How good does that smell?
Wow. That's actually like an 11.
You can actually smell that from here now.
Yeah. So when you slap it, it releases a lot of oils. It makes it so that when you drink this mojito, you get a huge whiff of the mint, and that adds to the flavor. Last but not least, we put on a straw. This is a great spring or summer drink that you can make, but trust me, girls love this all year round. And that is how you make the absolute most amazing mojito in the world.